Hey y'all, I decided to come on here and talk a little about what I went through just to lose weight. Some might call it vanity. Some might call it, well, it needs to be done. You are too big. Well, some might say I'm still too big, but you know what? Fuck y'all. All I know is that I'm not the only one who has spent most of their life on and off diets. And all the way, the only thing the doctor sees is, well, you've tried to lose weight, you haven't, so we need weight loss surgery. I have been told by a couple friends, don't do that. You don't want to do that. Told by one, have you actually tried everything else before doing that? Because the thought did run through my head. But then, all it took is one person saying, do you know that you will never be able to eat the way you want to eat ever again? Yep, nope, X'd out. I ate a lot less than I used to. And I need to jump back on that, start exercising and all that. Because at this point, I've kind of what they call plateau. Stuck at the same weight. Yo-yoing back and forth about 5 pounds. But we're not really supposed to weigh ourselves every day either because of that fluctuation. So technically, per the doctor's office, I've lost 8 more pounds. Per my scale, I fluctuate. So, years ago, I was seeing a doctor who put me on Adderall because I'd explained to him how my mind was constantly going a mile a minute, thought after thought after thought. And when I took the Adderall, it sort of seemed to mellow that out for me. I could concentrate more. Yes, was I still working as well as thinking about everything else? Sure. But I learned how to deal with that by not being on the customer service phone line. And I could simply put on my headphones and listen to music. Or talk radio or audible radio, whatever. So, this new doctor, because I've been off of it for some years, because I had switched doctors when I got a new job, and because I had better insurance, etc., etc. I thought it would be better for me. Was I so wrong? So, there's this little drug called Vyvanse. It was being used by the bariatric department as weight loss for binge eating. Because that's what I do. Especially if I'm on a diet, my cheat day ain't like normal cheat days. If I'm on one of those restrictive diets of, you must do this, keep it with it, I have to have my one cheat day. And if I'm all by myself on that cheat day, I will scarf down a whole buffet worth of different foods. And don't even realize I've eaten it all until the end of it. So that's called binge eating. Well, so I go to the bariatric place because their real hope is that the Vyvanse won't work because, well, she just knew, you know. And I'd end up with the weight loss surgery. Which keeps making me think, are they really doing it to help us, or are they doing it for that money in their pocket, the cutbacks from the surgery? Like, I'm seriously thinking this sometimes. I'm taking the Vyvanse. I know I didn't read all the warnings. I figured it was just like Adderall. You know, goes in your system, it changes into Adderall. That's what they say. That's what the review said. That's what the medicine said. Okay, cool. Taking Adderall had no problems. Okay. Next thing you know, oh my God, I'm thinking people are coming to kill me. I am suicidal. I am hearing shit before. I mean, it's some fucked up shit. And yeah, I can be a little out there sometimes. But come on, you know? I've never been the type to be completely vocal about everything. So I don't think I ever was. And maybe that was the problem, is that I held everything in for so fucking long. This thing did a number on my brain, and I just word vomited. I mean, some of it needed to come out. Some of it needed to be known. But whew. So I'm seeing a therapist at the bariatric place. She gets concerned, makes me call the PCP, because I don't want to kill myself. But I can't get that thought out of slitting my wrist out of my hand. It was bad. I was supposed to be seeing her because of the side effects. But she didn't catch them because I've suffered from depression for so long due to circumstances that were in my life. So they put me on Cymbalta. Even the pharmacist, oh no, you can mix those. No, you can't. Go to drugs.com. Research it. Read the up-to-date information. How about that? Because when you mix Vyvanse and Cymbalta, it causes serotonin syndrome. When they list the symptoms, hallucinations. Boy, I had that. Fuck. That was some fucked up shit. Woo, I had the crazy eyes and all. Seeing little bobbleheads talking to me. First they wanted to party, then they wanted me to kill myself. It's bad. And the thing right underneath it, the next bullet, death. Y'all, had I not had that part of me, that strong part of me, inside of me, that said, Danielle, don't do that. Call somebody. You're going to die. Danielle, go to the doctor. And I'd have kept taking that medicine as prescribed, I'd be dead right now. I wouldn't even be talking to y'all. The worst part, most people didn't even really recognize that it was that bad. And then I was told later it's because you cover it up well. Okay, so I do keep things to myself. So that's why I thought I'd come on here. Not only am I telling my truth about stress at work and let's support each other as women, and I'll get to talking about the men later. I ain't gonna forget y'all. But as big girls, and the thing about it is, even the smallest girl has a complex about her weight. You know, the ones that some of y'all girls look at and be like, you need a cheeseburger. You don't know what's going on with her. She could have stomach problems. She might eat and eat and eat and eat, can't gain weight. She got the same thing going on, it's just reverse. It's just as bad to be too thin as too fat. It's bad on your heart and everything else. So it'd kill you just as fast. Look at Karen Carpenter. You'll know who she is because the mole will look her up. Well, so the thing about it is, just because a doctor says, here, take this, here, this is what you need, you have every right to say, nope, I don't need that. Because I know that same doctor, when I first went to her, so my A1C was 5.7. I didn't know nothing really about those back then. I should have, but I didn't. I didn't know that it was 1 point over. Like 5.6 is normal. 5.7 is pre-diabetes, and she put me on metformin, which tore me up, then put me on Januvia, put me on cholesterol meds, and I found out later actually causes diabetes, makes your blood sugar worse. And then told me if I lost this much weight, take me off of it. Do that? Nope, still gotta be on it. You're still 5.7. Found out later at 5.7, I should have been on nothing. I know for a lot of us, we were brought up to be pleasing. And if we weren't brought up to be pleasing, we tended to be pleasing because we were fat. We were the big girls. Chubbies. Obese. I hate that fucking word. But it's okay to say no. It's okay to say no in any circumstance. Especially when it comes to your health. Especially when it comes to anything. If you don't want it, say no. You still got some people that'll take that from you. That's wrong. You don't deserve that either. Learn that later in life. It can be done. You might not be a size 2. But I will bet you can have that weight loss surgery and still not be a size 2. Because once you get so big, you have the weight loss surgery. You can lose weight like I did. You know, I have 100 more pounds to lose. What I want to lose. But, you know, it might just be another 60, 50. Because I still want to be healthy. But once you get so big, then you have to have another surgery. Take care of the skin. And that's even more money. And, I mean, I've known people who had the weight loss surgery. Insurance didn't want to pay for that because it was cosmetic. I knew someone who literally scrubbed with a Brillo pad under their belly to make it infected. So insurance would pay for it. So that's wrong. We got insurance. What the hell can it pay for? They pay for the weight loss surgery? Because in reality, it is our health, our mental health. It's our health care. All that skin, that's weight. You know, and you got some people, well, you deserve that because you let yourself get that big. Well, fuck you. Fuck you. Who the fuck you think you are? Because it's easy for people who've never had that problem to judge real quick. So, no, you're doing a good job. No, it's okay to say no. It's okay to let people down. You know why? Because most of the time you're going to let them down anyway. Unless you're doing exactly what they want you to, and even then it's not enough. Sometimes you can be as perfect as you can, and still it's not enough. Still they flip the script on you. Still it's your fault. And they'll flip it back around and make you think you're the one going crazy. I guess you are because you're staying, but we all have our circumstances. And Every now and then we get the fuck out. Any circumstance, once we've had enough. So you can do this. You know, if you are hell-bent on the weight loss surgery, do what you feel you need to do. I'm just telling you now, I don't think I will about bet you. Which means I probably won't bet you none because I'm broke. But, not broke. I got my bills paid. You haven't tried everything to lose that weight. You are perfectly made just the way you are. And there are people that love you just the way you are. It's affecting your health. Start doing something about it. You can't walk? Then sit in a chair. Put YouTube up on your smart TV and do those exercise things. They got them for old people up there. They got the young ones up there doing the chair exercises. You know, like I said, start with one cheeseburger. Oh, I didn't put that video out. I messed it. It was 2 halves. Anyway, start with one patty. You used to eating a double cheeseburger, eat a single. Before too long, that'll be too much. All you'll be able to eat is a half. You know? That's basically what you have to start doing. Cut what you eat in half. Then you can cut it another. Guess that'd be a 4th. At that point, because well, you gotta eat. That's when make sure you're kicking that exercise in. Even if you're doing the chair exercises off YouTube, or you go buy a DVD or Bluetooth or whatever, you can do this. And you know, a lot of times it's vitamin levels that are low that are making you so tired. Super B complex, vitamin D. That's things we're missing. Magnesium. Vitamin C. Did you know that magnesium, vitamin D, they contribute to diabetes? Being low? Your vitamin D, your vitamin B gives you the energy. If your vitamin D is too low, which mine was at the time, taking that Vyvanse and Cymbalta, it was like in its 20s, low 20s. When your vitamin D is too low for too long, it will cause hallucinations, y'all. So yeah, I take 2 handfuls of vitamins every day. I don't care. I'm feeling better now than I was. So just know y'all can do it. You might not get down to the weight that everyone thinks you should be, or your doctor should, thinks you should be. But when you get to the weight that makes you happy, when you get down to the weight and the size that you feel sexy, shit, better work it, flaunt it. Won't be around forever. You know, you want that tattoo? My family's so against them. I got 2 more. Comes to an age you gotta live for you, what makes you happy. Because at the end of the day, they have their own lives and their own families. If you're constantly seeking their approval, your family, your friends, your doctors, seek your own. And if you a big person and you ain't got no health problems, you are blessed. And if you're happy, fuck everybody else. Again, I'm not a doctor, so don't go by my advice. Listen to what your doctor tells you, but run that by them. Can I try this thing where I eat half what I'm eating, then I break it down another half? You know, of course, they're going to be like, well, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that, because your cholesterol. But if you're eating half of it, and then that half of the cholesterol, I'm sure somebody will tell me I'm wrong. But I'm pretty sure it kind of works that way. If you throw in exercise, and then get off the sodas, y'all. Diet, regular, drink water. There's some days I've drank 4 big old Bubba kegs in a day. We need water. We need to be hydrated. If you're going to drink a soda, drink 1 a day. But all you soda drinkers out there, stop drinking it. Diet too. Because I was drinking Diet Dr. Peppers. I lost weight quick just from switching just to water. That's kind of what kickstarted it. Got on the vitamins I need to be on. Got off those Diet Dr. Peppers. Started drinking water. Oh my God, I had energy. I wanted to walk. What? Y'all take care of yourselves. Be good to yourselves. Be happy. We only got one life. Bye.